Good evening, everyone, and how are we doing? We have completed the week. It was an action packed week. We got a lot done. A lot of you hit some major milestones and goals. So, definitely, you want to go into the weekend celebrating those victories. Some big things have happened, some big moves were made with a lot of your organizations. A lot of you guys accomplished some really big partnerships, some really big tasks, um, education that you completed, getting degrees, getting certifications. It has been a week, and I am super proud of all of you for all that hard work. Kind of wrapping up the week and what we had going on, talk about kind of our different aspects of leadership, of decision making, and of course those second and third order effects of your decisions that you make. Something may seem good at the time or kind of like the only option when it really isn't. Sometimes we need to take that step back. We need to really evaluate the situation and kind of make a more informed decision, and base it off our risks, right? But as we talked about earlier in the week, two things we want to avoid. One is paralysis by analysis, right? Sometimes you have too much information. It makes it hard to make those decisions as opposed to not having enough information or any information, just making a whim decision, right? And the other thing is being too risk adverse. It's a good thing to mitigate risk and to avoid risk when you can, but sometimes you have to accept risk. There's going to be inherent risk in things you do and decisions you make, but also sometimes it's really just about mitigating the risk, not necessarily minimizing it, but if you can mitigate it and know that the payoff is going to be better, a lot of you are familiar with return on investment, right? Just mitigating the risk that you could go through your decision, you could go through it soundly, and you could pivot and alter course as you need to based on certain outcomes you may or may not have been able to predict, right? If you were able to predict it, uh, by planning those second and third order effects, right? It's easy to pivot, it's easy to move. You were expecting it, and you already have steps or actions in place to continue on, right? Essentially, the name of the game is you have an obstacle in the way, go over it, go around it, or go through it. Either way, just keep making forward progress. So definitely, that's what we want to be doing, but we want to do it with the best possible outcomes that we could get. If you saw my picture today, right, you could go through that wire. For those of you who have been on a tracked vehicle, yes, you could do it, but it's the pain associated with getting that stuff out of the gears and the sprockets is just not even. Yeah, it's just not fun. Trust me. Young in my career, have I had to remove that wire from the Bradley tracks, and definitely not fun. But so just kind of wrapping that up, you guys keep up that great work. Enjoy your weekend if you get one. Use the time to rest, right? It's okay to step away from work. It is okay to let your brain relax and reset and rewind. If you do have to work, right, make sure it's good, impactful work, but don't overdo it. Don't burn yourself out. Don't hit those points. And if you can get away, but you need to get stuff done, try to delegate some of those tasks, right? Empower your team to get things done. And with that, though, make sure you're also taking care of your team. Make sure you're acknowledging the hard work they're doing, celebrate the wins with them, and just really give them that just dues of all the hard work they're putting in. And we're not talking about the pizza party, right? It's nice to do that every once in a while, but that is not how you build the culture, right? If that's your first immediate go to is, oh, good, hey, good job, guys. You guys did great things. Here's a pizza party. No, right? I personally like to reserve the lunches and the pizza parties for when they are in the middle of something and they just can't get away, right? So it's like, hey guys, I know this pizza party isn't going to do it, but you guys are putting in the hard work. I want to show my appreciation in the now. So when we get to the end and we accomplish this goal, we're going to do something a lot better as a team, bigger, and definitely acknowledge it on a higher level. So that's a discussion for another time, but just food for thought. But again, keep up the great work. Super proud of you. Enjoy that time off if you're getting it. Always here if you guys need me. Love talking with you guys. Love helping you out where I can. And just looking forward to seeing that further growth and progression you guys are making. All right, guys, enjoy. And as always, stay good.